Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Japan have opted for
And in bygone times, there's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful.
He'll try from distance! That's got him rattled. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone... Goes for a shot! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And this is... And he shoots! And there's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
What a delicious finish, that is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows, all very neat and tidy.
He's going for goal! Goal! Japan! And again they hit the front. A truly super goal, what a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here's Ibrahimovic. Platini plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Platini. Can he get it through? Rummenigge! He's got to be quick to recover this. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
There first. Timber can get it clear. Trinidad and Tobago have the chance to go the other way. Ibrahimovic running with the ball. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Rummenigge, Ronaldinho, and this is Ronaldinho, and the shot! And that's a sharp finish! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cafu, and here's Messi. Oh, what a ball! That's very neat. He's on it, can he get away? Trinidad and Tobago have it back and can go again.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Messi. Now, can they get him away?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cafu. Here's Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pull it. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Timber makes a move down the right. Messi. Ronaldinho is in a really good position out wide. He's having a shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Japan have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Cafu. And he's being shifted off it. And he's chosen to go back. Threads will... Takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Japan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Cafu. Not the most accurate pass. There's a sharp little ball here. And it's played in. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Tchouaméni. Rijkaard. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
On the road outside the stadium.
So we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Couldn't squeeze it through. That pass has been well intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Forced to go back. Decent chance! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pull it. It's a threatening ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pinches it off him. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Tchouaméni, and it's Messi. Rummenigge will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Neymar. Ibrahimovic. That's a delicate pass. He's had a shot! Oh, good finish. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. There's the shot! And he's taking no chances there.
Trinidad and Tobago really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question...
Real chance! And that was neither one thing nor the other.
Rummenigge might just be regretting what was probably...
And the finish! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! A finish of true class! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Japan now in a position far more desirable.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
He is going into that little black book.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Ibrahimovic. And this is Messi!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pull it. Messi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ronaldinho. Rummenigge. Neatly clipped into space. He's got away. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi.
Well, they'll keep pressing like that as long as they can.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Vieira. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Tchouaméni has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Cafu. Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. That's Vieira. Shot could be on. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Ronaldinho. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Edmilson. Vieira. Might be danger here. Tchouaméni. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is fouled. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's had it nicked away. Edmilson. Pull it. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Vieira. It's a pretty loose pass. Nesta. And that's that. Well, that was... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Diaz. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now, can they get him away? Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi. And Jamal. Messi. Good ball, good take. Chips it through. Mbappe. And a chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Jamal. The ball is... He's having a hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Trinidad and Tobago yet to have an attempt on goal. Timber. Edmilson. And it's Neymar. And it's Ibrahimovic. Sends it crossfield. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Edmilson. And here's Neymar. Played back towards his own goal. Vieira. Nicely spread. He's shifting through the gears here. Here's a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Bilbao are looking to go forward now. And he's there to make the challenge. Cafu. Messi. Gullit. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Vieira. Now it's Gullit. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Diaz gets into a good position. Vieira. Probing pass. And it's Gullit. Neymar. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
The first breakthrough.
It's so often the case with...
Header! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Trinidad and Tobago are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And here's Gullit. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Trinidad and Tobago have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Trinidad and Tobago clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Trinidad and Tobago sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. We're on the move again. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Ibrahimovic. Timber, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Looking for options for movement. And no, that was never going to make it. It's not an especially good pass, that. Pull it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Yamal. For Xavi Alonso. Turns back here, probably the best option. Beckenbauer. And it's Xavi Alonso. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here! Here comes the... And a header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And that's definitely not his best. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Real chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back. And it's Edmilson. It's Hullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Neymar. It's played through for him. It's Ibrahimovic! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Trinidad and Tobago find a position of real strength now. And that's a throw-in. Desai, Edmilson, Desai, now it's Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that, he evidently loves the contest. Now it's Diaz.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Timber did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's found a way through. Looking for a runner. Messi. It's come to nothing.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 22, Xavi Alonso. El dorsal 9, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 21. Serán sustituidos por
Kubo.
El dorsal 18, el dorsal 25, el dorsal 8. Griezmann.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
El dorsal 6. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Vieira. Collar looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. Mateus. And it's Edmilson. This looks promising. Bilbao can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Timber. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Driving forward. Caicedo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's De Jong. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Tryin has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Messi is behind this one, looking here to alter the direction of the game. Kubo! And the number on the board is 3. He's got away. Delivers the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. He's going for goal! And that is as much as we have time for. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez, famously inhabited by a true heavyweight of South American football, River Plate. And that gets things running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And he's in on goal! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Can he finish? Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Trinidad and Tobago are already chasing
For them to use it.
Vieira gets it away. Oh, such a clever touch. He's having a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Trinidad and Tobago have their second corner now. That's really well cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Gullit. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And it's made its way to him. Mateos.
Trinidad and Tobago really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Gullit looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Now this could be... And he shoots! Messi! From another planet! About as smooth as it gets. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
It's starting to look... Goes for the shot! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent.
Cantona! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So again, we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's a sharp little ball here. Gullit cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Gullit. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Plenty to aim at here. He's on it, can he get away? Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Desai gets it away. Pullet, 2 assists to his credit already. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And we've reached half-time. Trinidad and Tobago are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Edmilson. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Bellingham. Vieira. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. And it's Vieira. Decent chance! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Corner number 2 then. Cruyff goes short. Shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now.
There's the shot! And there's a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
The Netherlands go up by 2 and are looking good.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, that's delightful. He's got away. Cruyff stood his ground strongly. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Cruyff, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
And here's Cruyff. Cruyff showing good feet. Pull it. And this is Ibrahim. Real chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Thuram, the man that is tenacity personified. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cruyff. Cantona looking understandably energised after his goal.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Some really good ball movement. Cantona, and a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Bellingham. Takes a shot! Vieira. Oh, it's come loose. Great chance! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
The Netherlands are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Desai. That's Vieira. Mbappe. Hullet. Over to the right flank. And the pass is intercepted. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Played backwards here.
And now they've got a chance to start again.
Hullet. He's found a way past. Tries one from range. And he's done very well to deal with it.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Oh, important interception. Trinidad and Tobago has the chance to go the other way. Well timed, excellent interception.
That's going in strongly.
Rodri, no unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Looking for the run. Last chance, perhaps. He's had it taken off him. And the referee brings it to a close. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
and
yet to kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And here's Haaland. Rafael Varane. Desai. Aims beyond the defence. He's shifting through the... Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Yamal. And it's Ødegaard. And that is a little undercooked. Haaland. Bullet. That's a sharp pass. Thuram. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bullet never out of the action for very long. No goals as yet. Vieira.
River Plate definitely like they're pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
That's where it came from. Oh, he's found support out wide. Space for him to turn and look. And he welcomes it in. Vinicius Junior. Bullet. Ødegaard. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bullet. Now it's Messi. And here's Hullet. Great work on the overlap. Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. Vinicius Junior! Goal! River Plate! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
A first breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Messi. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He is through here. Has to go back here. And this is... Goes for a shot! Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is...
He's having a pop! Oh, it rattles the bar! Thuram. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Can he get it through? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pull it. That's been cut out, well played. Vinicius Junior. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Ødegaard. Oh, good take in a good area. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pull it. Cafu demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pull it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. It's gone for a throw-in. Foot in.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ødegaard. Yamal. And here's Mbappe. And that signals the end of the first period. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. River Plate get the second half going. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Edmilson. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Cafu. That's Vieira. And this is Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Haaland. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vieira. And it's Gullit. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Yamal. Vieira. Messi under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Cafu. Messi. Big chance! In he goes again! And that was probably asking just too much. Thuram. Ødegaard. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well, that is one way to stop him. So we've reached the hour mark. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Edmilson. Now it's Messi. Cafu. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Messi. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Trinidad and Tobago have got it back and they'll have another go. Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? Oh, good finish. And the comeback is complete. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So we have a breakthrough. Now goes for the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Messi. Great vision. Messi looking to receive it in space. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross needs his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Mbappe.
River Plate really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, it clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Number 21, Gullit. Number 14, Erling Haaland. Number 9, Ibrahimovic. Number 23, Messi. Number 19,
Trinidad and Tobago are looking to go forward
coming
now.
on the field. Number 10,
Trading pass. Collar. Oh, he's on his own! Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Number 8.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Substitutions taking place.
He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Mbappe. Yamal, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Baresi. Vieira is the team's great visionary. Oh, good-looking ball. Mbappe! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
All hands on deck for this one. Terrific effort! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Trinidad and Tobago close now to seeing this one through to the end. And that has left him in a heap. Vieira really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Looking for options for movement. Good ball, good take. Mateus with the... Getting up there! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. And that will be it. Trinidad and Tobago have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expected buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism.
And the keeper's given it away. Mateus is onto this. Gets his head on it! And again! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Tractor with the corner, there first. Trinidad and Tobago have the chance to go the other way. Played with finesse.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Trinidad and Tobago leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Desai. Vieira. Petit. It's Schneider. Now it's Mbappe. That has not gone well. And it's Vieira. Petit, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Now there's a fine ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Cafu. Mateus.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Desai.
Mateus.
Conjures time and space where few can. Now he's off and running. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shakhtar are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Sakai. Maldini.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Vieira. Driving on and making good progress. In with the challenge. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Aimed beyond the defence. That has been cut short. Schneider. Now it's Mbappe. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread neatly. And it's Schneider. Vieira. And it's Dembele. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's neat. Edmilson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And the finish! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 37 minutes.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Kylian Mbappe.
Shakhtar restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Sakai knocks it into space. Now it's Petit. Look at the space here. Goes for a shot. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, they've got it again. Takes a shot! Oh, good finish! And the comeback is complete! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
tractor leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And it's Schneider. Vieira. Schneider has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's with the keeper. And it's half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. The midway point of the game.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for
Just
our
about
special
sorts out
lottery.
the first
Please grab the
45
tickets you
minutes,
were given
and
when
we'll
you
be
were
back
walking
with the
through the
second
gates.
very soon. So, into the second half.
Trinidad and Tobago can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Dembele. Vieira. To Schneider. Maldini. Can he spark a counter here? Gullit is in a really good position out wide. Oh, nice touch. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Gullit. Desai is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. There's a quick free kick. Schneider. Dembele. Silvestre. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. He's shifting through the gears here. And that is masterful defending. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Sakai. Crosses it in. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Back towards the middle. Mateus. Mateus on a strong run here. He has found the way through. Raul. And he... Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Vieira.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Mateus played into space. He's found space here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Silvestre. Schneider. And it's Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Dembele. And that's a dangerous ball. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, good spread. Gullit. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's played it in low. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now this could be a chance. This is a promising build-up. Schneider. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Petit. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 10, Schneider. Number 7,
Quick look, thought about cutting inside.
on the field.
Desai deals with that
15,
comfortably.
Ito. Number 20.
Tries to play it through.
Kamara.
Oh, that's a
Number
key
9,
interception.
Rueda.
Substitutions taking place.
Over to the right flank.
Tractor clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's in a great position. He leaps for it. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Trinidad and Tobago could be just about done here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Just 5 minutes left. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Trinidad and Tobago really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's intervened well there. Cafu. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ball's played through. Messi gets into a good position. Stood up well to him there. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Neymar making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, he has been the servant who keeps on giving to this team. You don't get to do what he has without a dedication and motivation that simply never wavers.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's a nicely shaped ball. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get it through? Vieira. Ronaldinho. Now it's Kaká. Neymar receives it in a good position here. Edmilson. And it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. He's going for goal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Kaká. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Messi. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Messi. Messi going forward. Picks out, goes for a shot! Goal! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Trinidad and Tobago have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Hullet. Hullet touches it back. Neymar plays a sharp little ball here. Real chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Messi with the short one. Goes for the shot! Neymar! Vieira. And it's Vieira. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And Messi! Messi! From another planet! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent.
Oh, what has happened? And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, that's a fine interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get on the end of this? He has found the way through. Backward it goes. 30 minutes gone. And the shot's on here. Neymar. Hullet. Great ball, and he's Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Tryin. Vieira. Rijkaard. Hullet wins the duel this time. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Edmilson. More and more pressure on the ball here. Hullet. And this is Ibrahimovic. Trinidad and Tobago looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And it's Vieira. And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Neymar.
The counter-attack.
Kaká. Ronaldinho. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? Crossbar comes to the rescue. And he nearly went all the way.
Ronaldinho can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Vieira. And this is Neymar.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now that looks a decent ball. And this is, he's in one-on-one. Shoots! Goal! Lovely pass, but can he get there? And for the first half, that is that. Some first half thoughts?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Trinidad and Tobago sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the regional police department.
Substitution for England, number 4, Neymar.
So the action
Coming on
resumes.
to replace him is number 7, Cristiano
Tryin,
Ronaldo.
always a very
Substitution in
imposing
progress.
presence at the back. Now it's Messi. Nicely intercepted. No, again there's no way through. Trinidad and Tobago come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Vieira knocks it into space. Now, can they get him away? Pings in, he's rising! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. A case now of complete control. He's in a great position here.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
A probing pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Aims beyond the defence. And a chance! It's bounced back off the post. Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Trinidad and Tobago benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining. Played out wide. Foot in. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Gullit. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's been... Chance! Trinidad and Tobago perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Substitution.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. He's looking wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's a sharp pass. And here's Messi. And this is Raul. Oh, great leap! Oh, good finish. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Trinidad and Tobago have their second corner now. Bullish header! Goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Vieira. He is through here. Great vision. Oh, good take in a good area. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Vieira. Ronaldinho. Now Mbappe. This might spell danger.
4 added minutes
That's going
have
to go
been
a long
indicated.
way. But it's Thuram. Some good work on the right flank here. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Raul. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Trinidad and Tobago really have hit the heights. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
Ibrahimovic. Norway do have a chance to counter here. Not a hint. And a chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Vieira. Aim forwards. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Neymar. Dembele. And it's Bellingham. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. Norway with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. No, he's managed to misplace that. Cafu. That's Vieira. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Ibrahimovic might just make this. He's being urged to shoot. Takes a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Desai is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Now it's Neymar. That's a little off target. Trinidad and Tobago still without a single shot on target. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Davids shoots! And that has fair fizzed. Corner number 2 then. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. So, third corner of the game. Best with the short one. Now it's Bellingham. Chance for a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Desai. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Caicedo has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Ibrahimovic. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Cafu. Played over towards the opposite flank. Desai. Edmilson. And it's Vieira. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Caicedo. Vieira. Bullet. And this is Ibrahimovic, distributed tidily. Messi receives it in a wide position. Vieira. And here's Hullet. And this is Messi. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is... Bellingham has given away a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Messi, well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Short changes him with that pass.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Messi. Referee's given a throw. Messi. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Bellingham tries a measured ball. Now that's well seen too. And that is the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So straight into the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Best will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Best really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He's trying to hit the front line here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Tries to play it through. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vieira. Timber kept his eye on it, and he's there. Casillas getting this one clear. And that has left him in a heap. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be first to... Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's heaved it away. It's a throw-in. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cafu shifted upfield. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Thinks about the shot. Vieira. Messi aims beyond the defence. And it's made its way to him. Now he's running away. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. Norway needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And it's Dembele. Very nicely done. They're urging him to shoot. Norway claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corner number 4 coming up here. Neatly clipped into space. He's found a way through. Edmilson. And here's Ibrahimovic. And that's gone loose. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pull it. And he's been shifted off it. Dembele. Now, can they get him away? Back they go. Now Davids. Looking for options for... And the shot! Dembele! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. Finally the breakthrough.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Ibrahimovic. Number 23.
So we have
Messi.
movement on both benches.
Number 5.
So the first
Neymar.
goal of the game.
Number 21.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net.
Coming
That's
on the
what he's
field.
paid to do.
Number 18.
Trinidad and Tobago really
Number
are showing
8.
all the necessary
Mateo.
urgency, but it's
Number
potency
4.
they need.
Raul. Number 22. Gerard. Substitutions taking place.
And he's there to retrieve it. Norway are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He is through here. That is good strength. Oh, sweet feet. The referee has given a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number
They're up to
3,
5 corners now.
Vieira. Coming on the field is number 11, Rui Costa. Substitution.
Dembele goes short. Oh, it's Dembele. Trinidad and Tobago have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Gerard. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Gerard. Trinidad and Tobago could have here their final chance.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Davids gets it away. And that should get the job done. Dembele.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And that is out of play.
2 added minutes has
Time
been
added
indicated.
on will be 2 minutes. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, he's got a side of goal. Raul. And it's Edmilson. Great vision. And this is Rui Costa. Collar. Nice interception, well timed. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. 2022, the year Lionel Messi reached his point of fulfilment.
The jewel in the crown, Peter.
And I wonder, Jim, watching it in Qatar, when you first got the feeling he was going to go all the way?
Well, I would say the game against Croatia, a goal and an assist against a team that had humiliated Argentina 4 years previously. And that 2022 tournament got off to the worst possible start. In a way, that made the end result even greater.
Felt like fate in a way.
Absolutely.
Messi, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The defender is not giving up on this. Edmilson. Now Timber. Edmilson. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Schweinsteiger. This ended up in no man's land. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Hullet. In with the challenge. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Trinidad and Tobago have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. Oh, well played. Vieira is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Vieira. And it's Messi, and he's worked it through. Now just the keeper in his decent chance! Goal, Germany! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
After 20 minutes is number 13.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Schweinsteiger. Matthäus. Kimmich gets over and intercepts. No, that's been intercepted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Germany clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
What a save! Terrific reactions!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. This might spell danger. Matthäus can so cleverly bypass the press. And they can counter here. Rijkaard. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's come to nothing. Alaba. Van Bronckhorst. Edmilson. And it's Edmilson. Well, that is one way to stop him. Vieira. Short changes him with that pass. Gullit. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's intervened well there. Lahm with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
I was going to be disappointed with that.
Trinidad and Tobago certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Vieira. Has a look and plays it forward. Schweinsteiger. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Germany clear.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's loose here and they'll want to reclaim it. Schweinsteiger. Vieira. Schweinsteiger. Chance! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Number 3.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vieira gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Luis Suarez. And this is Luis Suarez. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that is the end of the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So right back into the action.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Kimmich. Good read, needed to be... Messi! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Germany find a position of real strength now. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Hullet. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Edmilson, and he's cut it out.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Messi. Hullet. And they win it back again. Oh, lovely bit of skill. 60 minutes played. And he's well positioned. It's Luis Suarez! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Out towards the flank, aimed at the... Oh, great leap! Final touch was poor. Cafu. Desai. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Cafu. He's shifting through the gears here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, played right into his path. Good, sir! It's hit the upright. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Shoots! And that's in. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Germany are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And it's Schweinsteiger. Bullet. Now Timber. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Bullet. And it's Messi. Cafu. Knocks it into space. Messi picks it up out wide. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Götze. Gets a good foot in there. Pull it. Edmilson. Now Timber. Looking for the run. Always onto this. And that's really well manoeuvred. Can he get on the end of this?
Trinidad and Tobago are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Timber. And here's Hullet. Oh, what a ball! Takes a shot! And no mistake! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Trinidad and Tobago still making a fight of this. Mateus. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's Götze! He's kicked it out just.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Nicely spread. Mario Götze, quick look, then plays it in. Casillas claims it, safe hands. There will be 4 extra minutes. Edmilson. And that is that. Trinidad and Tobago cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, we're on the way.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day. Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pedri. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Edmilson. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Hullet. Trinidad and Tobago are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Threads one in, and he's picked out the run. Kane! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either. Oh, good effort!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ibrahimovic, very much a man of this moment. He is through here. Messi stood his ground strongly. Messi, chance! And it's a goal! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Trinidad and Tobago, currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Alonso. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he can thump it away. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That's good vision. Shot could be on. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And this is Neymar. Vieira. And this is Ibrahimovic. Messi. And he's goes for a shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now he's running away. And it's Neymar. Xavi Alonso. Pull it. Now it's Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bullet, renowned for his long-range shooting.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bellingham, and that is expertly dealt with. And he's there to belt it away. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's found a way through. And this is Hullet. He's picked his way through. And this is... Chance! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! And they're back on the ball again. Messi makes a dash for it. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Trinidad and Tobago just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Trinidad and Tobago are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. Bullish header! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
It's Neymar! Another special Neymar moment! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about.
Oh, what has happened here? The cutback, a header! And there's a goal! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And the pass is intercepted. Vieira calmly anticipates. He's a sharp little ball here. Taken back almost at once. Dembele. And the counter is on. Lobbed in behind. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He won't be happy with that one. Vieira shows great strength. Now, who's going to be first to this? Here's a chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's been intercepted. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to...
Can he finish? And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Trinidad and Tobago have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Ecuador have the chance to go the other way. Nicely weighted ball. Cafu. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cafu gets across to intercept that. Desai is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Now it's Neymar. The muscular approach does pay off here. Varane has given away a free kick. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Mbappe. No, again there's no way through. Bullet. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Can he latch on to this? Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, this is intriguing.
Dembele. So what can they make of this? Thuram. Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he cuts out the supply. Vieira. Searching pass he's played there. Ronaldinho. Mbappe. And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Pull it. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Aimed beyond the defence.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Trinidad and Tobago looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. This is a promising build-up. Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to play it through. And this is Bale. And he's found a way past. It's Bale! And that's a sharp finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Ecuador restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Messi! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Mbappe looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. And that is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break it's one each. And so the action is resumed.
Trinidad and Tobago are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Timber. And it's Hullet. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. Bale. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Neymar. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Great vision. Hullet. Now there's a fine ball. Neymar plays it in. And he's there to get it away. Referee's given a throw. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Hullet. Messi is onto this. Oh, good-looking ball. Bale. Ecuador do have a chance to counter here. Hullet. Neymar. Ibrahimovic. And he's in on goal. And the shot! And it's in! And they get themselves in front! Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Trinidad and Tobago with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Timber. Desai. Vieira. Desai promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Hullet. Desai with the foul. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Lahm kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Hullet. Dembele. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Trinidad and Tobago, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Dembele. Oh, important interception.
Ecuador really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, they can break here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Cambio en Ecuador. Número 18.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Entran número 22. Número 11. Se está realizando un cambio.
Pass somewhat off target.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Nice looking ball, nicely worked. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Xabi Alonso. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. It's a good foot in there. Driving forward, well seen, saw that coming. Xabi Alonso, ambitious ball here, floated through. The less said about that pass, the better.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Koller constantly looking for the ball into the box. They're urging him to shoot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Edmilson. Mateus. Very much into the last
Se van a
knockings.
jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Deep into stoppage time. Messi carries the ball down the right. Xabi Alonso. Out of play for a throw. And we're done. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
I hope I don't seem biased towards my compatriot, but I really think John O'Shea could have a very big role to play here.
Listen, you don't win all the medals that he's won without doing something right, do you?
Exactly. And I think he's going to have a busy game covering all sorts of defensive positions, especially when the team's on the front foot. That's when his versatility really comes into its own.
Silvestre. Neymar. For Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cafu. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Shot could be on. Oh, that is a good... Can he finish? It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. A probing pass. Dealt with nicely by the defence. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Neymar. Trinidad and Tobago, currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Driving forward. Now he's got space here. And now they can clear their lines. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, Neymar! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen. That's going in strongly.
Vieira. And it's Hullet. And that has left him in a heap. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Shapes to shoot! And no mistake. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Barcelona restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Casillas. Desailly is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here, and he shoots! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And they've got a throw. Cafu. Neymar. Now it's Hullet. But he's well positioned here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Messi. This might spell danger. There's the shot! He's delivered all right! That was easy, almost too easy.
Messi really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Trinidad and Tobago with the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence and all...
Oh, he's having a goal! Oh, screamer! A finish of true class! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
I was going to be disappointed with that. Vieira. So, a temporary halt to the action. Trinidad and Tobago are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's superb. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's in a good position here. And it's Messi. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. He's found a way through. There's the delivery. And he's there to deal with it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a good-looking delivery. Caught offside that time. Silvestre. Neymar. Messi. Showing great feet there. In by Messi. That has been knocked clear. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Neymar at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Messi. Messi stood his ground strongly. O'Shea did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Barcelona leading now.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Trinidad and Tobago still have the cards to affect this game.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Trinidad and Tobago really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Neymar.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Bellingham, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. It's a promising position. Neymar is onto this. And he nearly went all the way.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that was very necessary.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Neymar. No, he's not going to get any further than that. He came in hard, very hard. Quality ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Cafu. Oh, that's neat. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, Good-looking ball, and he's been shifted off it. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Trinidad and Tobago can make their change now with a break in play. And he's had it nicked away. Bottle and Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Deep into stoppage time. Mateus. And it's Gerrard. And here's Raul. Oh, it's come loose. Ball is over the line. Gerrard. Deftly away. This looks promising. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Trinidad and Tobago illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looks...